Trick, please.
I know y'all probably heard this story, but it's gonna always center me in regards to this podcast, man. That we started arguing on Facebook, turned into real conversations, that turned into a podcast on Facebook. But don't pretend like we didn't create a culture over here, whether it was rooted in Africa or not, whether it's
monkey see, a monkey do. Trick, please. Trick, please. Why you trying to do everything that I do? Monkey. I'll show you how to flip it in the cheese. Trick, freeze.
Trick, please.
Trick, please.
I know y'all probably heard this story, but it's gonna always center me in regards to this podcast, man. That we started arguing on Facebook, turned into real conversations, that turned into a podcast on Facebook. But don't pretend like we didn't create a culture over here, whether it was rooted in Africa or not, whether it's
monkey see, a monkey do. Trick, please. Trick, please. Why you trying to do everything that I do? Monkey. I'll show you how to flip it in the cheese. Trick, freeze.
Trick, please.
Trick, please.
I know y'all probably heard this story, but it's gonna always center me in regards to this podcast, man. That we started arguing on.
Might be the dumbest man in America. I've never seen anything like this.
Correct.
Who implicates himself in a book? What's a
same thing? She can actually talk about different things and different things.
The fact that he said he was better than Q, and like,
decide on whether or not you're gonna have kids. You probably just
probably don't want kids.
Make her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so when I could not have a relationship with my biological father, God brought other men in my life to father. And
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Remember me? Take a picture. Let's do like, come on, man.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their minds. When in fact, these
Yeah. Mic check. Yeah, third degree. I know you're mad at me. And yo, it had to be. Maybe get urgency. But I'm glad to see that you still right here, rocking with the 3x3 crew. We in the atmosphere. We about to take it over. Like I told you right now, man, the playtime's over. We about to put you in timeout. If you don't know, guess you about to go and find out what the boys about. Best to watch your mouth, because when these things come out, yes, we're never coming for the clout. I'm the one that you talking about. Better yet, you be rapping in the wind. No, we're not friends. I don't mess with them $3 bills. Only friends I got with me, the ones who keep it real. Never talk behind my back. We never cutting no slack. Right now, you see that I don't know how to act. Yes, third degree is kinda crazy. No ifs, ands, and damn sure no maybes, because I will just slap your lady. No, that's my I turn a hand. Hope you understand. I'm about to go ahead and take that plan. Like I said right now, cause I be that man, and we got questions standing on business. We got method X, and now please get up with this. That's about to be here in a minute, give her a couple, because right now we about to hit you with them double troubles. No, we just looking at $1 trillion, because you see, I don't give about $1 trillion punks. If you don't like me, that's okay. Go talk to your therapist and go get some help, because you don't like yourself. Better yet, right now, man, I can't give you no help. Man, they shooting off subliminals, but I told you right now, get off my genitals, please. We're looking like a C-Rab, and I don't think that you're really that bad, but they be messing with these weird proclamations, acting like they doing something, but they know they just hating. Secretly, they waiting for us to fall, but right now, you can just fall up off my balls. Watch you crawl back. Be your boss. I'm about to go toss up my dub, cause you know that I don't give a fuck if you about to sub up. We about to take it back to the club, and you know it's us, and I don't know where else to go, but you already know that we're about to blow. First degree method X, and cause we about to do our thing, and just go ahead and start the show. Whoa. What's good, y'all? What's good? We are back up in the easy. How are you?
Hey.
Good deal. What's going on?
How you doing, fellas?
Good, man.
What's going on with you, man? How y'all feeling?
Man, another day, another penny. Just trying to make it add up to make it make sense.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Back at it one more time.
That's adulting for you.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Just trying to another day, another penny. Just trying to make it make sense. That's a double entendre for those that don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, what else been going on with y'all?
Oh man. I got so much going on right now. As I posted on social that I became an affiliate with Rise Coffee, so I'm getting that set up, and then that's huge. So I'll be getting my promo code on that, and how that works is obviously I got to make clips and videos and stuff like that, and they pretty much buy through my link, and I just get 20% of all the sales that I come through mine.
So we're going to definitely promote them on the show. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, good.
My fault.
No, and I was like hurrying right now because just want to put out there April 17th. I will be spinning at I believe it's in PV, place called Brick Point. So right on Garnet Avenue. So we'll get the deals on that.
You're doing some big things around here.
That's my daughter's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, thank you.
All right, y'all. Well,
good deal. Good.
I think y'all know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
It's time to get ratchet. Let's go.
Let's get ratchet.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Third Degree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So let's go.
Whoa. We got a whole bunch of ratchetness this week. But before we start it off, March 17th, of course, was St. Patrick's Day. But for some of us, the only St. Patrick we acknowledge is James, a.k.a. Ghost. All right, now let's get into some of this ratchetness. It is very, very ratchet this week. Iran is saying any country except for the US and Israel can pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian foreign minister says they ain't playing, they playing petty games, and that's why oil prices are rising, right? Crazy. Moving on. Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant apologizes for calling in the Target boycott. Like, yeah, bro, because you ain't the leader of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to give authority? Bruh, just stick to your wife and her dress. Y'all go out and keep stunning on these folks and do your thing. All right, moving on. Fans are saying that Shawn Wayans is now looking like older brother Keenan Ivory Wayans after debuting bald hairstyle for a Scary Movie 6 promo run. But see, for me, I always thought that Shawn looked more and reminded me more of Keenan, and Marlon reminded me a lot more of Damon. It's funny how genetics work, but if you look at them, they resemble those two brothers specifically, man. But I'm a fan anyway. I love the Wayans. Gonna go see Scary Movie 6. Make sure y'all do the same, all right? Moving on. It's safe to say that Snoop Dogg is excited about this new Michael movie, and he's going to be rolling in just like that, you know, with the Crip music playing and the picture of Mike throwing up the sea with some Los Angeles Crips. Mike got some explaining to do. I wish we could talk to him, but hey, moving on. But yeah, but this is exactly how I'm walking in to go see the Mike movie, just like that. You know what I'm saying? Just with the dip too. Oh, the dip? Yeah, man. We do it just like that. Moving on. Actor Idris Elba knighted and becomes Sir Idris at just 53. Shout out. Let's play a game. Let's play a game called Guess Which One of Them is Third's Cousin. Moving on. Shout out to the Clippers for again hosting your boy. And you know, it was a good game, but they lost. But shout out to Kawhi, IE Zone. Let's go. Big shout out to Michael B. Jordan, wins Best Actor at the Oscars. Him and Ryan Coogler won for Best Original Screenplay, and then he won for Best Actor. So shout out to Sinners because they should have got Best Picture of the Year, in my opinion. I'm still gonna go see that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, but I like Sinners a lot, man. And I'm call me biased, but salute, well deserved. All right, moving on. Cardi B tells Latino fans, quote, they wouldn't be living comfortably in the U.S. without African Americans fighting for civil rights, end quote. My FBA brother Quez is going to be happy to hear that one. Shout out to Cardi, man. Always dropping gems every once in a while, right? All right, moving on. It's being reported that using marijuana to ease anxiety or depression, science says there is no evidence. The evidence isn't there. Point blank, period. But that's what they say, right? Moving on. Prayers out to Cuba. Cuba's national electronic grid collapses, leaving millions without power. Prayers out to Cuba. All right, moving on. It's being reported that Florida students are giving up Saturdays to learn Black history lessons their schools don't teach. That's what my parents did. All right, moving on. All right, now here's to get to the wretchedness. Utah woman wrote a book on grief after her husband's, passing, found guilty of unaliving him. She unalived him and then wrote a book on how to get over grieving. Calculating and manipulative and crazy. Man, moving on. Louisiana teacher pleads guilty to poisoning students with cupcake spike with her husband's sperm and faces 41 years behind bars. And when I mean sperm, I mean jizz. Just nasty. Can't trust folks, man. That's why I just be eating my own stuff. Moving on. Farm Workers Union pulls out of Cesar Chavez Day events as abuse allegations emerge. Crazy. All right, moving on. Speaking of abuse, Mystical pleads guilty to third-degree SA, faces up to 20 years, sentencing set for June. He took a plea, so we're going to see, man. But I hope that boy gets help. He needs some serious help. All right, moving on. Body was found on a conveyor belt at San Bernardino County recycling plant. They're saying in Fontana. What the heck is going on? All right, moving on. A man left a bad review on Airbnb, so the host sent his wife footage of him with another woman. Talk about petty, right? All right, moving on. Talk about being messy. Cameron asked Mason Shine about their love triangle with Brandy. Y'all ain't know about each other? You know what I'm saying? Well, hold up. Because Shine came out and said, let the record reflect, I did not hit it first. Most respectfully, Mason Betha. I don't know what he was trying to allude to, but Brandy denies ever dating Shine in the night, says it was a platonic friendship. But we know sometimes friends could be friends with benefits, you know what I mean? But she gonna set the record straight in her new book called Phases. So, hey, can't wait to hear about it, right? Make sure you cop that book when it drops, all right? I think it drops like March 26th or something. Cop that. Moving on. Speaking of former bad boys, Sean Diddy Combs appeals conviction and demands immediate prison release. Man, you keep demanding stuff, and it seems like it falls on deaf ears, bro. Man, crazy, right? Moving on. I don't know what's going on, but Uncle Near's founder files Chapter 11 in an effort to protect the brand. Hey, whatever is going on, we about to run her ads like 3 times on the show. You know, make sure you go support Uncle Near's and let's keep this sister uplifted. All right, moving on. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is reportedly canceled after 13 seasons. We talk about the queen of wretchedness right here, right? All right, moving on. With the new CBA agreement, Asia Wilson will become the first WNBA player to receive a new $1.4 million Supermax. Congrats. All right, moving on. New Haven, Connecticut prison guard arrested for selling Mango Habanero chicken wings to inmates via Cash App for $20 per drum, $15 per flat.
Man, he a hustler, right? Hustling the wings. All right, moving on. It's being reported that black UK artists are responsible for 80% of the UK's entire music revenue, according to a new report. Ooh, moving on. Rick Ross reportedly sends Remy Ma a cease and desist over her new movie, Biggest Boss, which is about a police officer who becomes a rapper. Crazy, right? And then, you know, after the name change, 50 Cent mocks Rick Ross by reposting Remy Ma's The CEO movie trailer. Crazy, man. Moving on. It's been reported that Florida bill to ban marrying first cousins fails to pass. They want to keep it all in the family, I see. Okay, moving on. Study says that men are more drawn to women who wear less makeup. I know that works for me. Moving on. And as long as they ain't my cousins, you know what I mean? All right, moving on. It's been reported that Game exposed by multiple women for using the same pickup line in all their DMs, man. He said F3, and then they wrote question mark, oh, ish, my bad, saw a snack and thought it was a vending machine. Crazy, right? Crazy that even worked. Moving on. It's been reported that over 20 million single women now own homes in the U.S. Salute to all the women who do. All right? Watch out for those dudes around text time trying to, some hobo sapiens. All right, moving on. Look, it's Peter Griffin in a wig. Man, moving on. Vinyl sales crossed the $1 billion revenue last year, the first since 1983. Salute. Moving on. BG says Hot Boys are no longer a four-man group, says one member got voted off the island. And we can all guess who that is. Is it the Turkish island? Moving on. The homeless owner's restaurant, Nasty Ass Cheeseburger, has been delisted from DoorDash after repeated food safety reports. You think? Who would order from it, right? Moving on. EJ Johnson says, I look cuter than any girl does. The girls in the room are not doing it. Moving on. Doja Cat says, I have borderline personality disorder, struggling, but proud of myself. That explains a whole hell of a lot. Moving on. It's being reported that Usher and Justin Bieber heated exchange at Beyonce's Oscar after party. Wonder what they fighting over, huh? Who can sing better? I don't know. Moving on. Gen Zers want to know why Gen X love Prince but rejects Sassy Santana. Well, there's plenty of reasons, but moving on. It was being reported that Tyler Perry spotted out with his new girlfriend, but here comes Lauren LaRosa saying like that's not true and it was AI. Man, crazy, right? Right in time for Beauty and Black, which is now playing on Netflix. Go support Tyler Perry. Moving on. Last but not least, Jack Harlow says the music that he made got blacker while recording his new album Monica, which is something we're going to talk about tonight. So let's get into it. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your rap. We are back. Yeah. I know I did something wrong.
That's a lot to unpack right there. There's a lot of ratchetness in that news.
Yeah,
a whole lot. Crazy.
What's going on with Uncle Nearest?
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, we ain't.
You don't know
It's really hard to explain.
Good enough.
You said what, dog?
No, it's very simple. We're not supporting good enough. That's all it is.
All right, we'll go support.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it. I don't even drink, but I'm gonna go pick up a bottle tomorrow just to put it in because I don't drink alcohol, no hard alcohol anymore. But I'm gonna go grab a bottle.
Word. What else y'all see in there?
well, I ain't touching nobody's cupcakes. I'll tell you that much. I'm sorry. It's like the hell,
Man,
Who messed with
I want to
cupcakes,
know
though? You know
how
what I
they
mean?
find out.
Right.
yeah. Freaking weirdos, man.
You have to be
And why y'all ain't beat her ass?
You ain't never lied.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to be a certain special type of demon to mess with cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's just
And
pure,
cupcakes for
pure
kids.
goodness.
yeah. What else y'all see in there?
Hey, shout out to the Airbnb cat. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You gonna hear a bad review, bro? You out here cheating on your wife, man. Cut it out.
I saw that a couple of weeks ago. I was like, wow, man. That's
right?
wild.
That's
That
just
is
dirty.
wild. That is That's so wild, but I probably would do the same thing though. You want to leave me a bad review? Here we go.
Yeah,
I'll blame
Just
for
mess
that.
up a happy home.
on your marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already messed it up. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, I'm leaving my own review. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bastard.
So you went to a Clipper game, huh?
Yeah. So last year, sometime last year, the Clippers organization invited me out. You know, saying they reached out. You know, essentially trying to get me to become like a season ticket holder. You know what I'm saying? So they walked us through. They showed us the whole Inuit Dome. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen the underground, we seen the practice facilities, everything. Got us good seats. And so yeah, they invited us out again. You know, we had pretty good seats and whatnot. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I am a Kawhi Leonard fan. You know, he's from the IE, so I support, you know.
Okay.
Shout out to Kawhi. What's good, Scenario?
They know you're a diehard Laker fan when they try to get you to be a season ticket holder.
Hey, they trying to convert folks. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, hey, man, that guy had big dreams.
Right. All right, y'all.
LA is LA.
Right. You know what I'm saying? LA is LA. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Kawhi's from the IE, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. As a matter of fact, the day we went, we saw him on the court shooting and warming up. So it's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to coincide it with Kawhi Leonard bobblehead night, but I got the days wrong. But it's still all good. You know, shout out to the Clipper organization for being hospitable and showing a good time. All right, y'all. So we about to go ahead. We want to thank the Facebook. We want to thank the Facebook crew, the YouTube people. Thank you for coming out and supporting. We got the link in the description, and I don't know if I have it in Facebook comments yet, but I will. You know, but if you're coming on and you want to come on, you have to use headphones. If you're using your phone, they will work as a microphone. Also, to make sure you're in a nice, quiet spot. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no other distractions because it bleeds into the show. We report ratchet news. We don't want to be ratchet news. We don't want to be a ratchet podcast. Also, too, make sure you keep the profanity down to a minimum. You know, nothing too vulgar because we don't know who is watching. Shout out to the people who have been reaching out. We're going to definitely get you scheduled onto the show. I just been dealing with death in the family, so my mind's been all over the place trying to coordinate everything, but everything's starting to ease up, so I will be reaching out to some of those emails. Also, too, make sure you guys are hitting the like, share, subscribe button. Make sure, too, please, no noises in the background because it will bleed into the show and it throws everything off. Also, too, make sure that, you know, if you agree to disagree, make sure you do it respectfully. Everybody has their own point of opinion. That's the whole point of this show. Your thoughts, views, and opinions. It's a safe place for everybody to come through. You know what I'm saying? And just know that it's all good. It's all love. Anything else I missed?
I think you covered it, boss.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start showing some love. Speaking of Uncle Nearest, here we go.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
Truth. That's a burger. That is so good. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now.
We love this burger product, which most people call a burger.
Of course, we're starting with our Wendy's Square Patty, fresh, never frozen beef. Absolutely nothing better.
I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know.
I'm going to do a tasting right now, but this is actually my lunch.
Oh, of course, you got to have a Frosty with a burger. Is this set up today? Oh, wait, our machines are always working.
That is so good.
Only one thing missing, a napkin.
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some have said even king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? I'm not delivering quality beef. It's more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing, and I'm always on time. Oh, they sell Combs. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this week, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
All right, y'all. We are back. What's good, Scenario? We see you. Hey, this dude said go Smeltics. Smeltics go straight to hell.
No, it says Celtics.
No, it says Smeltics.
It says Celtics.
Yeah.
Why you out there with a Clipper jersey on? Okay.
Go Smeltics. Go straight to hell. You'll never see me in a Clipper jersey, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Happy Friday to you too, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys hit the like, share button, please. Share,
What's up,
share.
Hello.
Hey, Jess.
Hello.
What's it like sitting next to a Clipper fan?
Oh gosh.
J. Roy, where do I send music? Let me give it to you right here. Drop your 3 cent at gmail.com. Yo, much love for you for even reaching out.
I think we need to do we need to dedicate a show. Yeah, I think we need to dedicate a show to dropping some new artists, man. Yeah, we got a preview though. We're not putting up no whack stuff. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yo, J. Roy, where you from, man? And also too, make sure you share. Yeah, and definitely, you know, also too, if you're a beat maker out there, make sure your beats are royalty free. But if you want me to, at the beginning of the show, I always drop a good, mean freestyle. So, you know, if the beat is dope, I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure we preview. I spit to it. You know what I mean? Make sure we bring you up, put you on the hot seat, get you a plug, especially if you got your music on the website or streaming platforms. Something is buzzing. But yeah, we'll make sure we definitely show you some love. But thank you for reaching out, man. But yeah. But yeah, it's Laker gang all day. I don't know what this
my bad. That was my garage.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know what this dude's talking about. It's Laker gang all day. Smeltics over here.
Yeah, okay. We got more championships.
Yeah, by one. By one.
Too many. That's one too many.
One. Don't worry, we'll be back.
We'll get another one this year. I hope.
Maybe. Well, I don't know, man. The East is kind of deep, man. Truthfully, Detroit's looking nasty. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's still OKC's thing to lose.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bet against them.
I mean right now, top 3 is OKC, the Spurs, and the Lakers. Yeah. You know, but I think truthfully, OKC is definitely nasty, but Spurs is definitely coming up, man.
No disrespect against the Lakers. I think next year is going to be their year. They're going to have a way better run.
Truthfully, it could be, but if it could very well be this year, it would just take somebody to really take out OKC, but I just don't see it happening. You know, if they can get past OKC, then they'll be straight. But other than that, I mean, because truthfully, they got younger legs and they got better shooters than the Spurs. But the Spurs, the Spurs are nasty. But OKC they're dope. You got to give it to them. But
they would have got him if they didn't do my boy Brown dirty, man. They did him real dirty. They did Jaylen Brown real dirty that game, man.
Yeah.
We would have got San Antonio. I don't care. We would have got him.
Word.
But OKC's OKC. I can't bet against them right now. No.
Yep. Yeah, man, kind of tough. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and let's start the show. We got some good topics tonight. We're basically, we got Jack Harlow. You know, he said he got blacker while recording his new album, Monica. You know what I'm saying? Is it blacker or is it a black face? You know, we're going to take a deep dive into that, too. Also, too, we have, or do men get tired of marriage? Because there is a viral video going on of a woman, you know, catching her man sleeping in his car, and he says, I need peace, or whatever he's saying. Like, and it caused a real interesting point of conversation. So we're definitely going to talk about that, too. Also, too, I put up some on my page. Which hip hop label had the biggest run between, I think it was like Death Row, Cash Money, Young Money, G Unit, you know what I'm saying? No Limit. And it caused an interesting conversation. So we're definitely going to bring that to the forefront too. So we all get on the same accord. Which y'all want to do? Y'all be giving me dead air. I be feel like I'm talking to myself, man.
Nah, I feel like we need to go. Like, I'll be honest with you, man. I don't even care for Jack Harlow. Nor was I even paying attention to stuff. So I wasn't even there.
No,
but
see, here's the thing. I don't really know who he is myself, to be real with you. I mean, when I start playing the songs, I'm like, oh, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? But certain people, when they're guests of the culture and they're appropriating and they're not really immersed in it, it sounds kind of corny to me. It's not authentic. You know, I don't really, gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, I mean, it's caused a great talk about, people who are non-black doing black music. Do they get blacker, or is it just a thing where they're appropriating or trying to culture vulture or whatever? And we even seen some that you put up where, we have white rappers up here using the N-word, and he's flaunting to call himself the white Nigga. You know what I mean? And so it's little corny stuff like that we're going to talk about, saying we could take a deep dive into. Scenario says he's dope. What the fuck is wrong? Celtics, busted, baby. This dude right here, Scenario, where were you raised? And then, also too, again, we got the hip hop, what I'm saying? So J-Roy, if you hear, make sure you definitely chime in, make sure you shine. Also, too, like I said, man, and we all married. Me and Jess, we're about to get married. It's one of these discussions that, I think needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. So which one do y'all want to take a deep dive into first?
Me, I'm all about which label had a better run. Once again, like I said, I can't really speak on Jack Harlow. I don't really listen
I got
to
the
music.
clip.
Really
I got the clip. Don't worry.
there.
I got the clip. Don't worry. Quez, what are you thinking about?
No,
yeah, let's start with the hip hop labels, man. Let's get into it.
Jess, what are you thinking?
Same.
Let's get into it.
I'm not
All
the
right.
only one. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it cracking.
And why is Def Jam not on there?
I don't know why it's not on there, sir. I did not make this. Shout out to Holding Court Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was something that he put up on his page. I'm like, you know what? This will be interesting. So you have Death Row Records. You have Rockefeller Records. You have Cash Money Records. You have G Unit and Young Money. And then, I mean, again, it's all about basically perception, what you believe, your interpretation of what biggest run means. So, roundtable discussion. Let's start off with the lady. Who do you think had the biggest run out of all these record labels?
What's this one?
It's called Young Money.
Oh, not that one. I don't know. I feel like majority of them had a pretty good run.
Which one had the better run, Jess?
Well, I'm a pick Death Row.
Oh Lord, here we go with the bias.
All right.
Who you got?
Method X.
I didn't see No Limit on this list. I thought you mentioned it. I could be wrong.
Oh, I thought they were on here.
Yeah.
I said the same. I thought they was on there too.
But
maybe we just automatically threw them in there because you got to talk about No Limit from that particular era. You got to.
Yeah. Because
Cheryl
I
says
think
Death Row for sure.
Yeah, I have to go with Death Row. They just have the better catalog out of all these people right here, and the music genres. Like, even though I'm not saying that because I'm a West Coast cat, but period, their music that's in Death Row is timeless, and it's still being played to this day. Like a majority of them, like whether it's the All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli, the Dogfather. To even the Dog Pounds album, like they had so many good artists on there. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Cash Money pushed as many units, especially with individual projects, pushed as many units as Death Row did, or G Unit. I don't even know why they're on the list. I love E50, but I don't know why G Unit as a record was on the list.
Why are they here?
Rockefeller, that's just Jay-Z. I don't, Beanie, no, none of them are touching really any of the. I think maybe Beanie Siegel could have matched Lady of Rage's sales. I don't know, but it wasn't. Even Daz's solo album's a classic on there, man. I just don't see any of that. And Young Money. Woo, Young Money, man. Are we talking about the whole Drake, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne era? I mean, they had an album together. I think they all branched out and did their own thing after. I don't see. Yeah, Tyga. I don't see them all doing what Death Row did. I mean, Death Row was an empire, and yeah, everybody was pushing units like crazy. I didn't see them doing that. I think Drake was pushing units on his own before he was with Young Money, man. He was independent.
No, he wasn't. No.
He wasn't?
Nope.
Even when you guys... No?
No. Before that, he was Degrassi.
I know he was Degrassi, but I mean, I think he got a Grammy for pushing units on his own before he was with Young Money.
Well, technically, I mean, if you want to be technical, yes, but he was still kind of immersed in the Young Money camp. They were still kind of giving him like a cosign, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but
I mean, if he kicked it with Young Money, I wouldn't count that. But if he was under Young Money's label at that time,
I mean,
then, yeah.
I forget when it became official, but yeah, I mean, he was like with their camp, like literally.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Quest. You take it, man. I just don't see anyone really competing with Death Row.
Yeah, I think the only competitor on this particular list would be Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Cash Money had the game in a chokehold for you know what I mean. Exiting out of that Death Row era, Cash Money and No Limit was like the next best thing. Because they kind of came on the tail end of the Death Row saga, if we being honest.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I don't know how No Limit didn't make it to this list. I mean, they had movies. They was dropping albums every week.
Agreed.
Yeah, like
Agreed.
No Limit should be up there before Young Money or G Unit for sure.
I had the Bout It movie, bro. I had the Bout It movie on VHS.
Right.
Well, you know what? Look, let's be fair. And Leroy and J. Roy, I'm gonna check it out later. We'll give it some love on the next podcast show for sure. Hey, speaking of which, we're working on a special guest. A special hip hop artist will actually be on here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob for that connect. So we're working on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, something's happening in the background.
Hey, mute.
So shout out to Dilated Peoples. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, man. So yeah, let's do it like this. Let's. Who's showing that, man? Damn. All right, y'all. So that's Quest needs to get his internet, man. It's acting weird. All right, y'all. So we'll do it like this. Cash Money, Young Money. Let's just put those and roll them into one. Because at the end of the day, I mean, still Young Money was signed underneath Cash Money. So I don't even necessarily think that that's fair right there. You know, so let's just go ahead and let's roll them into one. But then let's go ahead and let's put No Limit on there. So now let's change the game. Death Row Records, Rockefeller, Cash Money, G Unit, and then No Limit.
See, I would, if it's up to me, I would put No Limit above Cash Money. I mean, No Limit had a catalog, and they were pushing units like crazy too. Master P was all over everything, not just his solos, but he had compilation albums like West Coast Bad Boys, Volume 1 and 2, and he had everybody in the mix on that. And like what Quest was saying, they're putting out movies. I got the hook up, you know, About It. You know, I remember back in the day, bro, when we had Blockbuster and Hollywood Video, I could not get that movie. I could not rent that movie at all, bro. I had to put it on a waiting list to even get the VHS. I think, and at the same time, it's two different time eras too, for what Quest was saying, because Juvenile was like so unique, bro. He was so unique when he came out. And I didn't, but man, if we're comparing like, you know, like Jess's favorite rapper.
Biggest run. We're talking about biggest run. And then I'm gonna drop a name palm on y'all in a minute. But hold on. Scenario says Unit expanded more than just music and keep 100. Technically, they have the longest run. Not really. Not by
He only has the longest run.
I love you, Scenario, but I disagree with you on that.
Bro, we can't do this every time you come on the show, man. We cannot do it. I promise you.
All right. So
I gotta go with Death Row still. I still gotta go with Death Row.
According to Google's, right? I did my Google's. Google's said Death Row had the biggest run as far as like you're talking about cultural impact, record sales, changing the game, because they had like iconic albums. You had Doggy Style, you had The Chronic, you had All Eyes on Me, you had the Dog Food album. Then on top of that, you had Tupac's greatest hits. So All Eyes on Me, Tupac's greatest hits, both released under Death Row Records. Both of those went diamond. So those diamond means 10 million records sold. So that's 20 million off top. Then you're talking about Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Then you're talking about Doggy Style. Then the Dogfather. Then the Dog Food album. Then you're talking about Above the Rim soundtrack. Remember, for a while they had soundtracks on lock. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about the longest run would technically be Cash Money.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about the most
still up and running, you know what I'm saying?
Right. If you're talking about the most consistent run, then you're talking about No Limit, because of what they dropped. They were dropping like every other week, every other month, doing this. And, you know, again, we never really heard any bad practices from Percy Miller.
Without the only bad practice he had was putting Silk the Shocker on. But you know what I mean? Outside of that, he had a pretty clean run. You know what I'm saying?
That's his brother, bro.
I don't give a damn. Sometimes you gotta tell your family no.
I almost said that.
Like,
I was like, I want to say No Limit, but Silk the Shocker was on that. He was almost.
Sometimes you gotta tell your brother, bro, you just gonna be security. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Whoever left Def Jam off the list, Def Jam should have been on there, and I think Def Jam would have took it.
No, even still.
This is the problem, because you got to think the person who probably made this list is probably born late 90s, early 2000s. To be honest. That's what it looks like. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah. But if we're talking about, to me, in my opinion, all-time greatest hip-hop labels, Def Jam is there. That was the all-time greatest.
We're not talking about greatest. We're talking about biggest run.
Def Jam. Maybe I'm saying that because I'm a Def Jam groupie, but they did so many artists, bro. Like, they made, like, every hot artist.
Video game. Yeah,
they're trying to remake it right now.
I don't know who you're gonna make it with.
Yeah, but you know they had their own movie, Kush Groove.
Rick
They had
Ross.
that. Wasn't that one of the very first hip hop movies, like with actual hip hop artists? Was Kush Groove?
Believe so.
Yeah.
The first, I don't know.
I think that was one of the first, bro. I think
it's early, but I'm trying to think. You might be right.
I don't know what came before that. I mean, I can't think right now.
Don't let me be contradictory. Yeah, it could have been Crush Groove.
Yeah, and the artists they had from the 80s to the 90s until they went down, they did it for like 2.5 decades. You know, everyone from like Sheila E., Fat Boys, Run DMC, Heavy D. No, not Heavy D, but even when they got into bringing Method Man, DMX, LL Cool J, like they had a lot, bro. They had a lot.
Right.
And even in the 90s, the late 90s, think as far as album sales goes, I think X kind of owned it. He was definitely on the billboards of 2 number 1 albums in 1 year.
Yeah.
Like, yikes.
But you want to know who did that first? Tupac. All Eyes on Me and the Machiavelli. Yeah. So a lot of people like to credit X with that, but it was actually Tupac who did it. You know?
Yeah.
Now, on top of that, Tupac dropped the first solo rap, gangster rap double album. You know what I'm saying? On top of that. So, I mean, I don't know, man, but think about Dr. Dre. Think about how everybody was rapping, especially when you're talking about what this dude said, CB4? What are you talking about?
Talking about MC Gusto.
All right. So anyway, so when Def Jam came out, you know what I'm saying, especially a lot of rappers were sounding one way, beats were sounding one way. The Dr. Dre come out and drop the Chronic, totally changed the whole game of hip-hop production. So you know what I'm saying? And then here comes Doggy Style. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Def Jam, but again, Def Jam's not on the list. Out of that list there that we just said, you know what I'm saying? For me personally, you know, call me biased, whatever you want to call me, I don't give a funk. I'm gonna have to go with Death Row Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Death Row with Cash Money as a good second, just because the rest of them don't really matter. I mean, Young Money is part of Cash Money, so you know what I mean. I don't know why they got 2 spots on there.
I literally just said that. We'll just go ahead and roll them into one, and then we'll just add No Limit today.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, then if No Limit's up there, then the Death Row, No Limit, then Cash Money.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't matter.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Truthfully, G-Unit. I still don't know why G-Unit's up there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, G-Unit was impactful. I mean, because again, G-Unit made a whole culture turn against Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And say what you want, man. G-Unit produced Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, Game.
You cannot compare them to Death Row. You cannot compare them to Death Row or Cash Money.
No, I'm not comparing them to Death Row. But I'm saying, like, again, they had a good run. You know what I'm saying? But not bigger than Death Row, though. Sir, you've been putting words in my mouth this year. I did not say that.
I was just saying,
did
like,
not say it at all.
G-Unit was hot for like 2-3 years.
G-Unit did take the Ink, or you know, or the Ink, if you want to call Ja Rule or Irv Gotti. You know, he did kind of make them obsolete. You know, he made them look like, hey, what are we listening to them for? You know what I'm saying? But again, backed by Dr. Dre, Aftermath, you know, Eminem, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Well, let's go back to that. You're talking about when G-Unit was hot, so was Little John.
Right.
You know, so
not bigger than 50.
Shit.
50's debut album had the next biggest debut album since Snoop. I think it surpassed Snoop.
Wait,
let's not sit up there and ish on this dude.
That's no, like I'm not doing that, but like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys had the summers turned up for at least 2-3 summers in a row.
No, for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
That whole Dirty South era was doing their thing. Yeah, that happened.
I think people be low key sleeping on how impactful the South was in the early 2000s and late 90s. Like the South was cutting up.
Yeah, Mike
And
Jones, Young Bloods, they had all that.
Yeah, the only reason they don't have all the accolades is because people was hating. Because Lil Jon and the East Side Boys was tearing the scene up, bro.
The crunk music era was pretty
they
good,
made it
bro.
to an R. Kelly album.
Yeah.
They did.
Come on now.
But still, it had a short expanded run. My top three, because Quest ain't no Death Row, No Limit, and then Rockefeller.
Man.
That's my personal.
I wouldn't even say Rockefeller.
Who else did Rockefeller?
Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Kanye West. Kanye West sells billions of records. I mean, did you forget?
He did,
Rockefeller now.
Yeah, he was like Rockefeller, like what?
With
2
Rockefeller,
albums?
you talking about what was it? Graduation.
Yeah,
Late
Graduation.
registration. College Dropout.
I forgot he
808
was on
Heartbreak.
there.
No, I mean, Graduate. I don't think.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? You act like Kanye didn't have Watch the Throne. Again, another Rockefeller Records release.
Yeah, I
Freeway.
forgot he was on Rockefeller for most of that.
Yes.
Yeah, but they still ain't shit.
Dang.
They was like,
again, it's my
if you
preference.
like hip hop in 1992, then Rockefeller was dope.
Rockefeller came out in the 2000s, 96 to 2000s. This dude's a hater.
Yeah, like I said, if you liked hip hop from 1992, the Rockefeller was your joint.
This dude right here.
Yeah,
they might as well have had Melly Mel on the label.
It's certified hater. You a hater, though. Man.
Yeah, no, I got agree with them on that too.
Hey, you can
like.
agree
I
with
think
me.
Kanye was on Rockefeller for like 2 albums.
No, he would, dude.
Did he branch out?
Tell you, college dropout, late registration, graduation, 808 Heartbreaks, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and then also to Watch the Throne. He had a 5-album run with Rockefeller. Folks
He was the only thing keeping them alive. Because what else came out?
Reasonable
What
Doubt.
else came out of there?
In My Lifetime. In My Life, S. Carter, Volume 2. What else? The third album. The fourth, La Rock La Familia.
That's what I'm saying. Outside of Jay-Z, what else came out of there that was of any importance?
Beanie Siegel, Freeway, State Property.
Wait, you talking about a movie?
No,
you talking about Beanie Siegel? Beanie Siegel had like 1 album, bro.
You gonna act like Beanie Siegel dropped a couple? You don't remember the truth, dude?
No,
this
Beanie
dude. Also, too, you know, what I'm saying they had.
He wasn't impactful like that.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
No,
Beanie
he wasn't.
Siegel.
Yeah,
these dudes is tripping.
Not
no,
to
he wasn't.
Culture, bro.
Nah,
these dudes are tripping.
He wasn't.
I checked out. Next topic. These dudes.
I mean,
they
got
still,
that.
What was your
Remember
favorite
them
song
days
on
with
that?
Eve?
What was your favorite song?
I don't know. Somebody from the old crew must have came through and contaminated their water with some haterism because it just the hell.
You're overhyping them up, man.
Like,
Beanie Siegel.
Name me 5.
Freeway.
Name me 5 Beanie Siegel. Name me 5 Beanie Siegel hit tracks. Go.
I can just give you the truth. Feel it in the air. But mainly my favorite one is
That's
the
a
truth.
dope song. Yeah.
This dude,
and
just hater. Hater.
I'm asking.
Not really. I mean, not
hater.
really. Because if I'm pretty sure Quez booked Beanie Siegel, that dude probably had like 20 people in the crowd. Like he's not that impactful.
Anyway,
just being honest,
yes, who are your top 3?
I've seen it, bro, with big artists. Bro.
Anywhere outside of New York, Beanie Siegel is not important.
And he's from Philly.
Like I said, anywhere outside of New York, even in Philly, they're not buying tickets to that.
Was that really rap though?
Oh, you know what? I forgot.
Dipset
Dipset was on Rockefeller too.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
They were. All right, Jess, what are your top three?
He forgot that.
I just got two. Death Row and No Limit.
There you go.
Next.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you.
Damn.
You are a genius, girl.
Even my own Jess is a hater.
When should the new Beanie Siegel come out?
I got that. She's a realist vibe out of her, dude. She's more of a realist.
What the hell are we talking about?
God.
Hey, wait for the new Beanie Siegel to drop. Nobody ever said that.
They all had a hell of a run. Yeah, I just see
Get down
haters
or lay
over here.
down. Get down or lay down.
Wow. They really gonna ish on Beans like he won't pull up on y'all and drop some hot bars. Anyway, I'm out.
Okay, we back at the Boss Up Brunch. You know, I got Queen with me. Event hasn't started yet. We get here a little early, but it's an amazing event so far. The atmosphere is. There we go. There we go. We gonna get the event host in here.
Ooh, I like the camera.
She said she wasn't coming back no more last year, but hey.
You did it. You called me. He was the reason why I came back, y'all. I'm so happy to be here today with all the loving kings and queens. Today we are about to set it off, y'all. We about to learn about some Lord, some business, all of it. You name it, big business, not the little one.
Hey,
Like I said, this is a networking event where we get together with all kind of bosses, not just from Georgia, not just from Atlanta. We have Florida in the building. We have North Carolina, just different places, you know, all over. And we have vendors
Whereas I'm
out
here
there.
with Tiffany from Blissful Body Butters out here in Fayetteville, Georgia. At the Boss Up Brunch with me. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Suited in. We're here with JS Liquid Buzz. You know what I'm saying? All right, people. So we here with the event owner. She got the spread out for the brunch. This is the Boss Up Brunch.
I'm Nikki Baker, owner of Highly Favored Event Center, also caterer and owner of Nikki Sweets and Things, a one-stop shop for all your event needs, your food, your treats, your decor, your hosting, anything to make you have that homely atmosphere to have a good time and share good memories.
Hi, I'm feeling absolutely wonderful and blessed. This is going to be a great event. So come on out. If you haven't already, step foot in the room. Don't be wondering what's going on in the room. Be in the room.
You better tell them. It's different in the
That
room.
advice. We are big boss here, not the little ones. We are big boss doing move, expanding. Come network with the rest of us. See you soon.
All right.
That growth has nothing to do with genetics. Here's what black men need to do. You deserve a beard that commands respect, but the grooming products you're using might be holding you back. The truth is, most beard products aren't formulated for melanated skin. They leave your beard dry, which often leads to patchy growth. Frustrated with beard products that left their own beards dry and patchy, two black men, Jason and Jarrett, took matters into their own hands. They created Respected Roots, a premium beard care line specifically formulated for the unique needs of men with melanated skin. Our King VIP deal gives you everything you need to finally tame your unruly beard. This powerful kit includes our hydrating co-wash, growth-boosting beard conditioner, and ultra-softening beard oil, all working together to transform your beard from the inside out. But don't just take our word for it. Over 100,000 black men across the country are experiencing the Respected Roots revolution.
Get my beard nice and lovely and sexy. For the ladies, you know what I'm talking about?
Leave-in, loved it. It's really smooth, really nice. Loved it. Love the smell.
Claim the Respected.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
All right, y'all, we're back. Also, too, make sure you check out Sovereign Frequency by AJ Moore. It's now available on audible.com. Again, that's Sovereign Frequency. Make sure you go check that out. Support. If you got your Audible and you got your credits, just go ahead and just drop your credit one time. Also, too, you can get it on Amazon.com, but make sure you go out and you support. Thank you. All right, y'all. So we're going to keep the flow going with the music, you know what I'm saying? Jessica's homeboy, you know what I'm saying, has dropped a new album called Monica. And what are you looking at, Jess?
I don't even know this cat.
You don't know?
No.
How you not know?
He's not Asian.
Hair products?
Uh-uh.
I don't even know him, dude. I'm tone deaf to it. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jack Harlow dropped a new R&B album called Monica, and this is the comments that came out.
White rappers are afforded more freedom to change their genre. True or false?
I might have to think about that.
I'd like to hear your answer to Joe's question, but also then talk about what I feel is like the radical twist of what you have chosen.
Well, I'll piggyback off what John's saying. John's saying you didn't retreat into a whiter genre. In fact, you arguably went deeper into
black
music.
Yeah.
Deeper into blackness.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black
Who
music.
among us?
Yeah, I love the sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today, that safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yep.
To take the route that not only might not be expected, but is also the one I genuinely want to take. So all the stars aligned in that way for me, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend like what you're talking about. I was like, I guess you're right. I knew that there were multiple things appealing about this route, but I also came to the decision, I'm proud to say, off of what feels good in my ear.
All right, drop your 3-cent panel. What are your thoughts on Jack Harlow's comments?
I don't even know what he's talking about, dude, because I don't listen to his music. So I mean, that's where I'm at. I don't wait. He likes the style of music. And from what I got from that, I don't. I can't speak for that.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Jessica?
Did this pop up on your algorithm or something?
He dropped an album. So here, Jack Harlow, he's a big artist. So yeah, it popped up on the IG. People were talking about, like, I've heard some black folks saying, "Oh, this album's dope," and this and that. And I heard people talking about it. So I'm like, what are they talking about? Then I heard he made this comment, and it had everything in the uproar. So yeah, I keep my ear to the internet streets. So, but what are your thoughts on his comments?
I have no idea who he is, where he came from. Teddy Sims. So, because Teddy Sims would say nothing like that.
Thank you.
Scenario says he didn't say nothing wrong.
I don't even know what he was talking about, Scenario. That's where I'm at, dude. Like, I don't listen to this music. I don't know what he was trying to relate with. What he was talking about.
Backstory for the people in the back. He dropped an R&B album called Monica. So while he was recording, he felt like he got blacker because he's over here dropping R&B neo soul music. Then you have some black folks saying, "Oh, this is the vibe. This is the vibe." This is what the interviewer was saying. Like, so basically, some white artists like MGK retreat back to their roots, or like the Miley Cyruses. They go black 1 minute, then they jump back in the country. They go black, and they jump back. The Ariana Grandes. People who appropriate the culture. They dip into a new genre, and then they dip out. So essentially, that's what the interview was asking them. Like, so normally people retreat to go into their whiteness. He said, "Well, I feel like I just got black." So he's a rapper, I guess, apparently.
and he just dug deep into his R&B bag. So instead of retreating, he just went R&B.
Miley Cyrus did what now?
Miley Cyrus did black music.
She did.
Yes.
What songs?
Yeah, what song?
She worked with some black artists and did some hip hop.
Worked with black artists.
Real-
Were they
you-
black songs?
You don't remember her twerking?
Okay.
Who cares?
Every white girl
A lot of girls twerk.
She had an error.
Every white girl tries to twerk.
Scenario says he ain't gonna pull a Jelly Roll or a Post Malone. He said Teddy Swims is a culture vulture. And then he said Jack Harlow is a rapper. Exclamation.
So it's Teddy
Quiz,
Swims.
you're
Teddy
just
Swims is dope,
man.
dude. It's not a culture vulture. What?
Man, it just always strikes me how blessed some people are to not be able to see these nuances. He didn't say anything wrong by saying, "Oh, I just got blacker." It's crazy work. You know what I mean? Because to them, it's a suit you could put on and take off when you need to. That's the problem with it. If I'm speaking for the culture, if the culture has a problem with it, just on my first initial take, the problem is he said I just got blacker. Like, how? Because you're not black. So how'd you get blacker? You know what I mean? And not being able to understand those nuances is a blessing for some. But for other individuals, we can read into it and see that you get to cosplay, but when you go home, you get to be white Jack Harlow again without any of the negative stigmatism that comes with being blacker. That's the problem for everybody who's guessing and wondering and trying to figure out what's wrong. That's the problem. Black people notice that white people get to come over into our spaces. You get to come to the cookout, you get to come to the barbecue, and you get to be black for a day. And then you get to go back home to your white suburban community and be your regular self without any of the negative stigmatisms that come with being black as you get to, play with us and cosplay. And I think in 2026, most people are fed up with all this black exploitation, low-key blackface that's going on in the culture. It's just my honest opinion.
All right. So Scenario says he wanted to drop something more soulful, what he identified as blacker with music. Man, this dude is a real fan. All right, he says he got some cuts. Don't sleep on Jack Harlow now. I love me some Jack Harlow.
Why couldn't it just be white neo soul or just neo soul?
He didn't run away from black music. He basically dove deeper. Wrong words. Wait, what did you say, Quez? My fault.
No, I said, why couldn't he just say, "Oh, I wanted to make an R&B album"? Justin Timberlake never said, "Hey, I'm making a black R&B album."
That
part. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary to say the black part. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, because again, you got people like Bobby Ross of Avila, you know what I'm saying, who just came onto the show, you know what I'm saying, Grammy Award winner who grew up in the IE, you know what I'm saying, he was immersed around everything. He had inspirations like Sam Cooke. Who else did he name? Elder Barge, you know what I'm saying, like, excuse me. He has some good deep influences, you know what I'm saying, and he has deep soul. There's nothing fake about this dude. Like, watch, you know what? Hear the vocals real quick.
Never had a chance to say. Never had a chance to say. I'm gonna be good without you. Oh, never had a chance to say. I'm so confused from all the things you put me through.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between influence and phase. Influence and phase.
And I think it's just one of these phases that, you know, some of these people like the Jack Harlows of the world are just they're surfing on this phase just for the hype. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We've seen it time and time again. You know, imposters, you know what I'm saying? Inauthentic, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Scenario says, look at the way the interviewer asked the question. What about
play
it?
it back? Let's play it back.
Let's run it back.
Let's run it back.
White rappers are afforded more freedom to change their genre. True or false?
I might have to think about that.
I'd like to hear your answer to Joe's question, but also then talk about what I feel is like the radical twist of what you have chosen.
Well, I'll piggyback off what John's saying. John's saying you didn't retreat into a whiter genre. In fact, you arguably went deeper into
I got blacker.
black music.
Yeah.
Deeper into blackness.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black
Who
music.
among us?
Yeah, I
it's
love
like-
the sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today, that safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yep.
To take the route that not only might not be expected, but is also the one I genuinely want to take. So all the stars aligned in that way for me, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend like what you're talking about. I was like, I guess you're right. I knew that there were multiple things appealing about this route, but I also came to the decision, I'm proud to say, off of what feels good in my ear.
So going back, what he said, the one thing that he didn't say that was wrong was he said, I love black music. You know what I'm saying? He's giving props to where the origins came from and what he's stepping into. You know what I'm saying? That part I didn't have a problem with.
I think he misspoke.
It's the getting blacker, you know, part that rubs me the wrong way.
Because he said blacker, but then he said deeper right after that. I think he misspoke on that. Because he did correct him. He said, I went deeper into black music. And so after he said I got blacker. So I don't know if that's a misspoke or what, but he didn't say it 2 times in a row, you know, like no.
And he answered that question before the interviewer even asked the full question. So interesting.
I don't know.
I was trying to figure out what the interviewer said that made him say blacker.
That part.
Yeah.
So that's why we played the clip again to see why the interviewer made him say that he was blacker. And I still didn't.
I think he volunteered that information. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because even the interviewer said he went deeper, and then he responded with that.
Yeah, because the interviewer knew not to say that. Even he knew. Hey, whoa, don't say you're blacker now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think even the interviewer knew.
wrong wording. I don't think so, bro. I think he got excited in the moment and he forgot the mics were on. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, sometimes a drunk fool tells no lie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, people, when they get excited, they get hyped, they show you who they really are. And if people are showing you who they really are, then you just gotta believe them. But why do you say you got blacker? You know, like Quest said, and I'm gonna piggyback off of you. You're not black. What was black about you? You are a white boy who is partaking in hip hop. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But you were never, ever black. So how did you get blacker? You know what I'm saying? Like it to me, it was just weird. But again, it's when corny people like him come into the culture, you know what I'm saying, and they appropriate the music, and it becomes a phase. Because at the end of the day, when his stuff stops selling, then what's he gonna retreat to? You know, country, rock, you know what I'm saying? Alternative, you know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, I wish you were on too, man. Yeah, I definitely wish you were on too, man.
Get on scenario. What's stopping you besides a bad headset? Yeah.
Noises in the background and stuff like that. Probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably on the road, but you know.
I think, dude, I don't want to demonize him like that. I mean, you're probably right. With all being said, you're probably right. I just want to say, like, I like to believe there is good in people. And
Wait, hold up. Well, let me play advocate real quick.
It's hard to
advocate.
justify that, bro.
Let me play advocate real quick, because the people who, let's just say, Rob, because I know you're half, so let's just say your right side, right? Your clear side on your right side, we're tearing Beyonce up when she jumped into country music. What's this woman doing here to sing country? What is she doing? Oh gosh, you know what I'm saying? Your right side, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying your left side was probably into it, you know what I'm saying? But the right side was like, the folks who identify on your right side, they was like, no, they was not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? They had so much respect. They're trying to say that she was a culture vulture. She's appropriating country music. How the hell they was mad that she even won a country Grammy for her country album? So,
even though we created the genre, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look at Hootie and the Blowfish. Like, dude won a lot of Grammys for country album, bro. I don't know. I didn't really care about it. I didn't listen to Beyonce's country album. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, because that was your left side.
No, I wasn't into it. I'm not into Beyonce like that.
Man, tell me the truth. When you was watching Sinners, right? I'm pretty sure your right foot started doing the Irish jig. You know what I'm saying? Your left side was bobbing out, you know, to Sammy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But your right side, when they start doing that Irish jig, you know, your leg starts shaking just a little bit.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you right now. I'm just saying, like, I feel, geez, man, you know, this is gonna sound awkward, right? So growing up, I always looked at it as hip hop culture. I never looked at it as authentic Black culture. You know, with the kind of music that hip hop generated from. So I was always drawn to it. You get what I'm saying? And as I got older and a little more educated,
really,
yeah, you started learning more about culture in general. And you know, so I always looked at it as hip hop culture, man, with music. So,
what, because of the Beasties?
Nah. No, I love the Beasties too, though. But nah, I was all about Cool J, bro. Now it's starting up. So, like them and Run DMC. So,
I kind of buy it and I don't. But again, you're of a different. You're of a different upbringing, that I would say, because even me as a Black guy. You know what I'm saying? When I saw Black people doing hip hop or singing whatever, I identified it with Black culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, specifically, even as a Black kid, you know what I'm saying? So I can't necessarily say that, I never seen color. I just, because again, I seen the people who would look just like me, who were up here doing things that were just like me, that came from places that were just like me. It was about self-identity. You know, you could see yourself in these people. And I'm like, man, I aspire to be that. If they can do it, then I can do it, because they look just like me. You know, so I never necessarily looked at it like that, especially when you have people doing like punk rock, you know, what's the other forms of music? Grunge, you know what I'm saying? Like the Nirvanas or whatever like that. Even though, you know, saying they were of the lighter hue, I still thought they make dope music, but I identified them with, hey, these are white people making dope music. But it's still dope. I could rock to it. I didn't see no color line that was stopping me from enjoying it. You know, just because they're white and they're making rock music, I can't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So I never looked at it in that specific way, but identifying with it, you know, I seen it that way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
because you're Black, third.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, bro. Like,
and that's all I was initially trying to say. With individuals like Jack Harlow, you have the benefit of removing yourself from the culture of it and just having fun and participating. and going back to your whiteness when you're done. You don't have to think about the relevance and where this actually came from and why it's made in the capacity that it's made and why it's so important to the culture until somebody sits you down and lets you know this is why it's culturally relevant that this song was made, or that this sound is out, or that these individuals speak in these manners. You know what I'm saying? When you're not black and you participate in it, you just get to have fun and go home. You don't have to deal with the nuances that come with the community behind it. That's the problem.
Right. To further piggyback, to hopefully, you know, for the ones who are watching who may think different than, you know, than the ones of the darker hue, it becomes about, I think, about relatability. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, if you're talking about hip hop, when NWA dropped F the Police, you know, it was rebellious for the people who were in the suburbs. You know, it sounded cool, like, yeah, F the police, yeah. But for us, you know, in the inner cities, in some of the places where we grew, it was a different meaning. You know what I'm saying? Because it was really like how some of us felt because of what we went through, what some of our ancestors went through. So it was more than just like a cool rebellious song for us. It was something that, you know, this the sentiment that we feel walking down the street because of some of the stuff that we encounter. It's about relatability. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're talking about rappers, especially coming from these inner cities, a lot of them are just people speaking about what they see. They're like news reporters. This is what they're telling the story. This is what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, blah, blah, blah. You know, some of it was fabricated. Not all rappers come from the hood, so we're going to stop that too. You know, some people are just real good lyricists. But again, you have people like the Tupacs and the X's that just actually made you feel it because they can relate. You know what I'm saying? But by circumstances. You know, when Tupac was saying thug life, he was saying it for a different meaning. For us, we knew what he meant. For those on the outside, it just became a rebellious thing to say, a cool slogan. Why do you think G-Unit was so popular? You know, you have people like the Quest, like, G-Unit, whatever. But I can guarantee you get a person like a Jack Harlow who came from the suburbs that will argue you down why G-Unit was bigger and better than Death Row, Rockefeller, and everybody else all put together.
Yeah, but I think that was like, if you're talking about just in music in general, like even when F the Police came out, that was something that was like brand new to everyone's ears. So people who were ignorant to the relatability of the situation still like the sound of the music because it's so different. And that part, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not.
We just letting you. We want you guys to be aware that when you guys come into certain spaces, there's a level of reverence and respect that needs to be had when you enter those spaces, because we understand that you're just here to have fun. And when you just get to have fun and you go back home and we're left to deal with the baggage of a song such as F the Police, where me walking home playing it on my Walkman can get me tackled, you know what I'm saying? And you playing it walking home, nothing happens because you're not over policing your communities. That's the difference in the nuances that we need y'all to understand when y'all come into said spaces and start to cosplay as us, because we know at the end of the day, if the shit goes left, you're gonna pull out your white card, and I can't do that.
It's a complexion for protection. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Once again, I don't know nothing about Jack Harlow or where he grew up at, or what his influences are, so I'm not going to speak on assumption with that. So I know a different multicultural people that grew up in hoods that never had issues or had more issues than others. And one thing is, I can't speak on him on, you know, I'm not sure if he's a dude from the burbs or what the deal is with him. I don't know nothing about him.
He's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay. Does that place not mean Louisville?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Louisville don't got a hood. I don't know, man.
They do.
His parents are Maggie, a businesswoman, and Brian Harlow. He was raised on a horse farm near Shelbyville. He has one younger brother. He is of French and Irish descent.
So maybe they had gangsters on horses. I don't know. Like,
No, I'm just saying. So you're talking about, you know.
You didn't watch Yellowstone, bro?
Let me ask you something, Rob.
Crazy, bro.
Let me ask you something, Rob. Yeah, it's a different gangster. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys and, you know, it's a different
I don't know.
thing. I seen Legends of the Fall. Let me ask you something, Rob. When you get pulled over by said police, police, right?
Yeah.
All right. So after they ask you, like, do you know why I pulled you over? You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the first initial question I ask everybody. What comes after that? What did they ask you?
Well, when I got pulled over right on Ruffin Road, I never got told I got pulled over. I told I get the fuck out of the car and got my car took at gunpoint. So that happened on Arrow Drive.
So again, you're complexion for protection, but again, in your past experiences, what is normally asked afterwards?
Where after when they asked me for my license and registration?
No, I know. So that's what they asked you afterwards, right?
No, they asked me that straight up.
Yeah, no.
When I asked them why I get pulled over, I don't get an answer. I haven't gotten an answer. I only got an answer one time after.
And so they asked you for your license and registration.
Yeah.
Okay, Quez. There's something going on in the background. I don't know if that's me or Quez.
Yes, sir.
You're something wrong with your computer, bro. All right, so.
Oh yeah, probably.
All right, so when you get pulled over, when you got pulled over, what are the first questions that they ask you?
Do you have any warrants? Shit. Step out of the car, please. All of that. You know what I mean?
Before. So with me, I know it's, hey, the first things first, like, do you know why I pulled you over or whatever, or you know why I stopped you? No. All right. Are you on parole or probation? Have you been to jail before? What set do you claim? Do you have any warrants? Are there any drugs or weapons in your vehicle? All right.
All of that.
Let me get your driver's, you get your license and registration, or your insurance. Then step out of the car. We get grilled differently than what you would expect. That's why when I'm trying to make the correlation of F the police, it's different. You have the ability to say, F you, I'm not doing it. They're just going to take your car, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, at gunpoint, whatever. We could just simply say, hey, I'm minding my business, and they going to whoop our ass or arrest us or take us to jail because we, quote unquote, fit the description. So that's why I'm saying, like, certain things is more relatable to us. I can speak on certain things. That's why when he's saying, like, oh, I just got blacker. No, you didn't, sir. You know what I'm saying? Just say, hey, I appreciate the black culture. I appreciate the neo soul. I appreciate R&B, all that stuff. I love black music. I'm just, it's something I just feel, and I wanted to just, wrap myself into, and that's fine. But to say that you got blacker, nah, stop it. He said, can I use the logo and pop on?
Yeah, I think that's the whole problem.
I don't know why Method took himself out. And I don't know what you mean by use the logo.
What's the...
Method, you took yourself off or what? You good? Method? Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on with we shall. What the hell is going on between the sheets in this home? But will we be back?
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? I'm not delivering quality beef. It's more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing. And I'm always on time. Oh, they sell Combs. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this week, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
When it comes to American identity, many Americans identify themselves as being the children of immigrants who came to these shores in search of a new life. And indigenous peoples identify themselves as being the ones who were originally here. Black people are the only Americans who can claim neither, because this is a group that was forcibly extracted from their own homelands in Africa.
The Chosen Project is a visionary saga that blends African heritage, biblical allegory, and mythic fantasy into a story of exile, revelation, and destiny. Through Enoch's journey, the series explores the battle between seen and unseen forces, inviting readers into a spiritual odyssey, both timeless and urgently modern. Available on Amazon.com and Kindle Unlimited. Check out The Chosen Project by A.J. Moore. Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
We are back. We are back. We are back.
All right, my bad, bro. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
So, it was acting funky, man. I was putting comments on the screen and doing this and freeze framing, but it's all good. You know, it happens. Oh, snap.
Yeah, well, because, I've been trying to find somebody to fix it because I don't want to have to buy another computer. The kids crack the screen, and because it's a touch screen, depending on where I put so I have to put the screen in. I have to minimize it and put it in a certain place, or it start doing crazy.
I got you. Hold on, real sec. We got,
but nobody want to fix
it. Right. We got Clyde Bussett, baby. Well, I think he might be a little busy. We're gonna make an exception for today. Hopefully, it's not noisy in the background, but we will allow the logo for today. You know what I'm saying? Just to get your quick thoughts, but we got to move on to our next topic.
See, that's what I came for. I came for it all, Third. I came for it all, man.
There you go. There you go.
What you came for? Busted, baby.
You know what? Hey, I understand where y'all coming from. I understand y'all. You know what I mean? But y'all gotta understand, he not no. I can respect. I got respect for Jack Harlow because he not no perpetrator. He ain't trying to be hood. He ain't trying to be black. He gave. If you really think about it, what white rapper has gave homage to black music as hip hop being black music and rap being black music? Period.
Robin Thicke.
Who?
Robin Thicke.
Timberlake.
Calling it black music, calling hip hop black music, calling R&B black music.
Eminem.
Absolutely.
Eminem said that?
Yes.
I never heard him say that.
I've never heard Eminem say hip hop is black
music.
Who took
black music and what was the lyric? It was in Without Me. Because people tried to call him Elvis Presley, said that he was appropriating black music and all this other stuff. So he said it, who took black music to do X, Y, and Z. And he's always said that. Eminem, that's what I'm saying. You just gotta do your research a little bit, just dig a little deep. Eminem
I'm just saying there's a whole lot of white rappers. There's a lot of white rappers, but they don't pay homage. So I can respect the white rappers that pay homage.
Now, to say that you're blacker?
Well, no, wrong word.
He said that he's blacker than you.
No,
Busted,
wrong,
baby.
Wrong wording. He dove. I can understand it, but see, the thing about it though, this is where we gotta be consistent. We gotta be consistent across the board as a culture and as a people. We can't. It's like, listen, man. We gotta
Give me
know
a good example because I'm waiting on this one. Yeah, but give me a good example. 'Cause I be waiting.
Hey, but we got one more
Listen,
topic to
man.
get to.
We
This
gotta.
one's lingering a little too long.
All right, we gotta know who the enemy is, bruh. We just because you Caucasian, you kick it with black people, and if you pay homage, you show respect, and you, bruh, dude was toeing around that interview, saying he understands the politics, he understands all of that. But a lot of these white rappers and a lot of these white artists have been starting off black to get the black audience, and then get the black audience, and then they just do a total switch up. He said he didn't want to do that.
Okay.
He's sticking with the people who been rocking with him the whole time, and he's not gonna change. He wanted to give. He wanted to continue doing what he wanted to do.
Tiebreaker. Jess, do
black
you buy it?
music.
Speaking to the mic, please. Do you buy it, Jess?
No.
All right, moving on. All right, so there's a viral clip of a husband who is sleeping in his car, and his wife found him sleeping in the car. You know what I'm saying? And this begs different questions and a deeper conversation. Let's play this.
And worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? 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 Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car?
Huh?
Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car? Is your life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here? You've been out here for an hour?
It looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please. Just close the door.
Well, I'm gonna come and sit next to you.
No.
Did you just lock the door? Open the door. Open the door.
That man tired. That man tired of coming home, hearing all kind of bullshit. That man tired of putting his life on the line, doing all this shit for you, being sexually deprived. He is sick of all that shit. He's over it. He is done. He actually probably have found somebody else. That's a good chance. But I've been right there where that brother is. I've been there. I've been there. Oh, I've been there. I feel it. She's an aggravating motherfucker. I'm telling you that.
Why? Why?
What's that?
Man, I'm tired for him.
Well, yeah, like why? Why
I'm
is this
tired for him?
That is all on her. When a dude is at that point, that is all on her. There's no like he's checked out. Like are we watching a video of a dude checked out in his relationship? Like what are we doing?
See, I don't necessarily think it's that serious. I think like I'd never watched that whole part of that video, so that was hilarious to me because she does seem like an aggravating mother. You know what I mean?
Because he locked the door on her, bro.
Yeah, but he said you went from you want me to bring you something to I'm gonna just come sit in here with you. No, don't come in here. You know what I'm saying? Bro said I just want some peace and quiet. You know what I mean? I got a full house, so I understand how sometimes that could be a necessity. Like, bro, just let me get me real quick. You know what I mean? I'll be in there in a minute. Like, go do what y'all was doing, and I'll come in there. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's necessarily done with her. I just think it's a lot going on in that house, and bro wanted to get some real rest before he walked into bullshit.
Well, at the end of the day, hey, because she seemed like she has good intentions. She seems like she's a sweetheart.
But at the end of the day, man, she is not that man's piece. I think we've said it before here on this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go out, we face a whole bunch, and then sometimes we just want to come home and get like a little bit of peace. So if you walk into a house that's chaotic, you know what I'm saying? That's what that looked like. Like Quez said, looked like he just had to get his thoughts together, get some rest, because the minute that he step in, he gonna have her asking 51 million questions. So then if you got kids and they running around, they want you to play, do this, do that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to put on a whole nother show. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Nah, man, he's checked out, bro.
Yeah,
he is checked out.
She's
don't
she's totally unaware. And that right there, like, I'm not, man, a woman being totally unaware, that could, man.
And he locked her out, bro. He locked the door. Like, she could not even give him that.
It's the fact that the first thing she did when she opened up the door, she started yelling.
Right.
You see him sleep, you're gonna start yelling? Oh my gosh. Hey, that man, he is either man, she causing stress on that man's life and his body. She causing stress. Hey, man, she causing stress on that man's heart, bro. You can't wake nobody up screaming at him.
Jess,
Are you serious?
What are your thoughts, Jess?
Boy.
Dang, Jess' eyes got big.
My thoughts are, she was extremely annoying. Extremely. But sadly, us women can't do that. Sit in the car for hours because we got responsibilities with kids. Because I felt like doing that so many times. So many times. Sit in the car and not come in because I'm tired. I just got off work. And then I got to go to my second job raising my kids. It's a lot.
I'm going to introduce you to Denisha. She can tell you how she does it.
Please,
no, I'm gonna be real, dude. This might sound bad. If you feel like that when you get home, you're in the wrong relationship.
Yes.
Honestly, if you feel like that, you're in the wrong relationship.
Yes, I got love for Third. Please don't wake him up like that.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would leave him in the car, but if he was in the car for too long, I would go check on him. I'd be okay, are you good? Okay, I'm going back inside.
Yeah, that is the right. Now that is the right answer.
That dude ran out of F's to give. He ran out of F's to give.
He said,
when Cuz locked the door.
Yeah.
The faces she was making on her way to the car. She was disturbed that he was peaceful.
Right.
He was disturbed.
That was the real problem. How dare you get some peace?
He was defeated, bro. The way he answered that, he was like, no.
He saw her coming. He didn't even want to open the door. He saw her coming. That's why he tried to cover his face up. Like, he wasn't even asleep when she came out there. He heard the door, and he tried to play dead. He still came and opened the door.
If either one of us saw our significant other in the car laid up like that, we're going to open up the door and say, hey, babe, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're more worried. You're more worried.
Are you okay? You know what I mean? Not no, what are you doing? What are you doing out here?
And not only that, dude, she went and posted the video,
I feel bad
bro.
for
Like,
that, man.
Instead of you checking out and just talking, I'm like, hey, what's really going on? You want to sit there and post the video?
Because she's unaware. She's unaware that this man's tired. Like, yeah, he's tired. And yeah, we all do have responsibilities. But, when you pull up to the house, I don't know about y'all, but I love that little 15-minute break I get before I walk into the house. That's peaceful right there. Because I know I'm going to go inside. And it's gonna be loud in there,
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with taking a break.
I think any parent that has children,
I can't hear y'all.
understands that sitting in the car moment. That y'all, every parent has done it. You didn't ate your food before you went in the house. You know what I'm saying? You done stopped off and grabbed you a little something. Like, man, the hell with them kids today. I'm finna get me right. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna eat this in the car. Get rid of. I'm gonna throw the trash away down the street so they don't even know I had it. Yeah, like for real. Like as a parent, you got to. I mean, if you really got kids and stuff like that, man, this is reality. So I understand that man wanting to get his. You know, my thing is I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette outside. So I'm gonna get up out of here. And for Denisha, I know when she turned on her show and locked the door, you know what I'm saying? That's what she on. For real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lock the door. Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, she gonna lock her room door and watch her show. And she know only I got a key to open our room door. So you know what I'm saying? She know the kids can't get in there. And I understand.
When Jess need her me time, you should go get her little nails done, her little tea time.
Oh my gosh.
That is your me time, Jess.
Okay.
You don't understand. That is your me time. When we go out, go get our haircuts. We go into the barbershop, go talk with the fellas, whatever. That's our me time. That's away from, whatever's going on here. But Jess, when you go, she dip, and I'm left with the little man. She's like, here you go. And I'm left
that's
with
your time. That's definitely your time. I don't want to hear that. I don't get a chance. Jess, you get a chance. You better take a chance. One of the two. If you're not taking your chance, that's your damn fault. Because I'm finna get loose on you.
You say you get a chance, or you better take a chance.
Right. I'm finna get loose. Denisha already know I'm finna cut loose. You know what I mean? Y'all get to tripping in here, man. All right, I'll be back. I'll be right out there in the garage with a Heineken and a cigarette.
Shut up. When my folks
watching
coming
YouTube
up
by myself.
Coming up, my folks used to tell me as a kid, you better go find something to do, or I'm gonna find something for you to do. Hey, I'm gonna get up out the way. I'm gonna get up out the way, bruh.
Absolutely.
Yep. I'm lucky. I never had to deal with that, dude. Like if she had a bad day, I didn't even ask her, bro. I just handled it. And she did it vice versa. That's like kind of a team effort there. But if I'm in that guy's situation, that means I checked out. I'm already ready to go. It's like I'm stuck. It's like I'm stuck in this and I can't leave. That's the look he had right there, dude. It's like
when he said I can't get peace and quiet in your own home, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because not just women, but men, you got to be the women's peace too. It's vice versa. You have to be each other's peace and safe place. You know what I'm saying? If you feeling like one of y'all feeling like you can't come home and get that peace that you need from dealing with the world, because women deal with all types of other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But when you come home and you can't get your peace, you know what I'm saying? And the other person might be the problem of you getting your peace. You know what I'm saying? And there's something that needs to be reevaluated in that relationship.
Third, she was making a video of it, then posted it.
Yeah, you.
What does that tell you about her,
on her way to disrupt this man's peace? She said, "You know what else? Make this moment so much sweeter if I record it." Like, hey, man,
you know what? And see,
that
I
means
don't
you
know
have
why.
no genuine concern for that man. Because when he came in the house, you were, babe, we need to sit down and watch this. You need to come in here. You need to help with these kids. This is what we need to do. That man don't want to hear that shit. He want to nap. He wants you to shut the hell up. He wants you to
I don't know why.
Sit in the living room somewhere while he go in the room and decompress for an hour and not be bothered and play the game without you taking the headphones off and say, well, you ain't gonna help me cook dinner? Are you serious? You're not gonna come down here and play with the kids? Hell no.
Quest, fill me out, bro. He was not. Was he not super nice when he responded, bro? I would have cussed her out if that was me.
Very.
I would have yelled. I would like, no.
You know,
checked out there with me. If you don't close my mouth, no. That's checked out there.
I'm gonna reach for the strap into the seat. Like, hold on.
Wow.
Hold on.
Damn, Marshall.
Yeah. At that point, Yeah, if I'm in a situation like that, I'm gone, dude. Like, no.
Like it's like she was a bully. Like she's a bully.
She's a bully.
She's a bully. And it's so crazy because I got a homeboy, and we be around. Everybody see it, you know what I mean. But I be all like, hey man, you all right?
There's a lot of women that go through that too. Honestly, I believe there's a lot of women that go through that situation more than men. Like there's a lot of ladies that shovel that load and coming home dealing with a dude that ain't got a job and all this other stuff. And
up there eating the kids' snacks, eating all the fruit, the fruity pops, whatever.
You got your kids plus a giant man baby to take care of. Also,
we ain't got to point to the worst of it. There's plenty of women that come home to men that aren't even going to try to participate.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're not going to try to help make dinner no nights of the week. They're not going to help with no homework. They're not going to talk to these damn kids. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying, interact with you at all. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, Pookie who ain't got no job eating fruit snacks. It's real fathers out here that don't interact with their children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they think that their main job is just to provide. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women dealing with that. And Jess, you got one. Shut up, Jess. You got one sitting right next to you. You're done.
I guess being the
fun.
I guess wasn't he?
I thought she was talking about the
She's not
Spider-Man
talking
album.
about me.
I thought she
Let's
was talking
stop,
about
guys. Let's stop, guys. I haven't been around that long, guys. Let's stop. I'm not married her yet, guys. So it's not talking about me. You guys just don't like me. I came to that conclusion.
Over there,
y'all joined. There's a I
Lunchables
hate third club out there, and y'all just became members too.
I don't know why. All this goddamn fruit snacks. You ate all the dough. You know what I'm saying? All the string cheese. You know
took all the cheesecake filling.
This dude
I need a lunch too. You know what I'm saying?
Turn around and say, hey baby, we out of milk. We out of milk, baby. We out of milk, baby.
Poor Jess coming home. I got an order to make. Oh, the cheesecake
he a rapper. He up here rapping away his dreams, and he gonna get a job. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put some burgers or something. Over here eating my baby fruit snacks or whatnot. That's his milk. That's his highfalutin milk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Those are his high oats.
I know what I'm saying?
Like, oh shit. But no, there are some dads that just come home and they just want to be the fun one. They don't discipline. They don't do nothing. Nothing. They may work, like Wes says, but they don't do nothing else.
Is it bad that they don't want to discipline? I mean, is it bad?
Yes.
When they want to let the wife handle that?
Why wouldn't you share that responsibility? Why?
I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
Because sometimes, I'm
not gonna comment because
sometimes
I don't need them folks pulling up at my house.
They gonna be knocking on your door request like, sir, you have any warrants? What set do you claim? Are you on probation or parole? Have you ever been to jail? Can we get your driver's license and registration? Sir, I'm at home. I still need your proof of insurance.
So what is your last name degree?
Right.
Degree?
Yeah.
What degree are you? Like, hold on. What is that?
But yeah, yo. All right, yo. We got 7 more minutes, you know what I'm saying? Now we can round it back. We can circle back. What the funk were you talking about, Clyde, with this Jack Harlow and whatnot? You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
He ain't no perpetrator, dog. I mean, he ain't never said he nothing that he's been consistent with who he is, bro. I think the wording was wrong, but Jack ain't no enemy. He ain't no make America great again kind of dude. You know what I mean? He ain't walking around with that red hat. That ain't Jack.
You a clear guy. Anyway.
but see, this is the misconception that I want my people to pay attention to. is the fact that you just said he's not a Make America Great Again guy, but there's also been some hey brother, yo brothers that ain't been, you know what I mean? That didn't set us down the road. So
all right, well,
just
real
because
quick,
they're not blatantly racist.
That's very true, Quez. Very true. I don't mean to cut you off, but we're hitting that roundabout. Real quick, Scenario, give me your 3 hip hop labels. We got the biggest run because you was busy listening to Busta Baby, probably bumping that new Jack Harlow. So tell me the 3 labels had the biggest runs.
Hey, and realize it's a generational gap between. It's a generational gap, so don't judge me. All right,
you good.
We ready to judge. Go ahead.
Okay,
we gonna judge the hell out of you.
If we talking about a whole and longevity and not only music, G-Unit's been lasting a long time because they've been doing all the powers and all of that, all movies, all of that.
I was only 50
But
cent.
but
Give me your top 3.
but you got to give Death Row. You got to give Death Row. They just do is the top.
Okay.
You got to give Def Jam. You got to be Def Jam's right up under there.
Okay. So those are your 3: G-Unit, Death Row, Def Jam.
And no. G-Unit, Cash Money, and Def Jam. No, G-Unit, Def Jam, and Cash Money.
Boy, it's been great, guys. Have a great night.
I'm sorry.
Have a great night, everybody.
Death Row, Cash Money, Death Row, Cash Money, and Def Jam. I'm sorry.
All right.
Death Row number 1.
Okay, cool. Death Row number 1. Okay, you redeemed yourself a little bit. You have clear now.
All
right, y'all.
I was thinking about G-Unit.
So nobody here picked Rockefeller but third, just to be clear.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. All right, y'all. I don't give a fuck. It's the
tough.
Rock Familiar. All right, y'all. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere else that you're watching. So you could have been anywhere else in the world with you right here. Tomorrow, me and Rob are gonna do some investigative journalism. We're gonna take a trip to Marietta. We're gonna see what some of the stuff they talk about. We're gonna see if it's hype or not. We're gonna be kind of incognito. He's gonna be incog clear, and we're gonna go in there. We're just gonna speak. We're just gonna see. We're gonna check the temperature before we just write them off. You know what I'm saying?
Rob's just gonna be himself.
Me, Rob, and they have Asian, have black girl here, and Rob's lady. You know what I'm saying? If y'all willing to join us, let us know. Hit us up on the hip. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go to Dr3cent.com, get your merch. Go to Dr3cent.com, get your third degree music. Make sure you go check out Rob. He be spinning. Make sure you check out what is Elite Coffee. What is it? Rise Coffee. There you go.
Bye.
All right, then. You know what I'm saying? We out. You know what I'm saying?
We out.
All y'all need to start drinking
and an
Rise.
Asian lady walk into a restaurant. What happened?
Wow. Racist.
Man.
Wow.
All right, y'all. It's been real. We love y'all. We'll catch you on the flip.